Oh yeah. Show my motto. What up, guys? It is the Bad Wolf, and once again, we are about to get wicked. Wicked, wicked, wily. Let's get it, Bad Wolf styly. As always, welcome to the tribe. The truth shall not, will not be denied. Hit that bell, like, and subscribe. And it is your main man, the man in black, international man of mystery, Bad Wolf. Y'all ready? I know you are. All right, guys. So, what it is? How are you feeling? I can't really hear you, but send out the energy like a Care Bear signal, and I'll pick it up. There it is. Oh yeah, nice. All right. I want you guys to have a great season. Stay warm out there. Stay away from all the weird, ragged, wild BS entertainment. Harness your energy. Stay away from all that, if at all possible, as much as possible. Mm-mm-mm. What is this video about? Fair question. Well, I'm sure you read the title. So we're going to go over some government provided benefits that you may not know about. Now, I did a video on some of this a long time ago, and well, I think it's time we do it again. And as always, if you guys want to know more about benefits and programs, things of that nature, check out blacksite32.com. There's tons of good stuff on there. It is not just buy some files from me. It is free files, paid files, benefits, privileges, programs. Um, what else we got on there? Consults and charities, and there's almost all I do is bring the stuff together for you guys, put it all together so you guys can find it all in one place. So I'm only going to keep improving the site. Have you been there in a while? The site looks generally the same for structural purposes, but it is new. New pictures, new logos, new things. We've expanded, we've added new free files. Go get it. And all we're going to do is keep building upon what's already good, what's already great. Now, what I'm working on in the secret back half is working on the mission is creating a correct mission. So that's one of the things I'm doing in the back half. I also got some property stuff going right now. So we're gonna wait until we see how things turn out as we build these things and we test them with the various entities, municipalities, and whatever else. All right. As always, you guys can catch my Telegram group. All right, we are on Telegram. Beware of the fakes. All right, and do not give your information, pictures, full names, social, whatever else. Send money, crypto, blah, 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 anything to anybody pretending to be me. It's not me. I don't need any of those things from you like that. Anything that we do would be business, and it would be through BlackSite32 or JamesCLovett.com. That is it. I don't care if you're on my TikTok, Instagram, Rumble, whatever else, and it is me. I don't want anything done except for through those two sites, legitimately. BlackSite32 and JamesCLovett.com. That is it. That is it. So don't send anything to anybody. 99% of the time, it's not that real person, no matter what they're saying. Because I'll tell you this, the real people, and I'm not even like a big famous or wealthy person or anything like that, you know. Um, the real people, they're not sitting here trying to hustle up one person or they're not. I'm sorry, you're not. you're not being picked out because you're special and they're like, oh, hey, that person just noticed you like that. They're not going to do business. And if they are doing business like that, well, they're probably a scumbag. All right. They would do everything legitimately through a reputable website that can be tracked and traced and all other stuff. But generally, if they're any kind of person who's famous and got some money anyway, they don't need you like that. They already have money and stuff coming in. Or they'll set up a real ass seminar and then you go to the seminar and you can pay through that seminar after you actually get to really see that person. But now, even with some of that, you have to be careful of it with AI. All right. So, guys, it's the same thing as when I see like these little old ladies giving their last $2 or $3 to some, and I'm going to say it, some punk bitch um, preacher or whatever else, trying to hustle money for the church. The church is already tax exempt. They should have a good amount of programs and things they can apply for as well. And if you're hustling some little old lady out of her retirement money and food and whatever else to keep your church going, you're a punk bitch. I said it. If you're out there scamming anybody, you're the same thing. All right. Oh, and this lovely concoction is grape juice and beetroot powder. It is fabulous. It's a little tart, a little sweet. I think the only thing I'm missing from there is cherry juice. I mean, there's lots of stuff. I can make a whole concoction. I'm just saying, like for something quick. All right, now I digress. Sometimes I'm sorry, guys. I just be passionate, man. I've seen people just ripped off and taken advantage of, and I can't stand it. Whew, let's just say it's a good thing I don't have the dark saber and free time because I would go to work. I would go to work. That's all I'm gonna say. But now on for more education and entertainment. Let's take a look at what benefits and things that you guys can apply for. Let's take a gander. Where's the site? I know it's on here. I just seen it. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. All right, for those people who've been asking, yes, jameslovett.com, the site is up. It's good. Um, we do have for a limited time only. I think it's 3 or 4 videos that are there's two that are 100% free, and then there's another 2 or 3 that are like $1. And the only reason why they're $1 and I can't make them all free is because the site is encoded in such a way that they're all about making money. Okay, they're charging me a good chunk to even have my stuff listed up on there, and it'll work for now. It's fine. Um, and I'm already at my limit of how many files I can upload, and it won't let me mark 0 for like the other ones. So sorry, you got to spend $1 on me for a video that I've been charging $100 for the information because it is that valuable. It's actually more valuable than what the price I'm selling them for. But because I want you guys to get onto the site and to see what are all products there. That is the incentive. All right. So go get the free ones and then pay the dollar, for those videos. They are well worth, all of them are well worth more than what the free or the price are. So for limited time, go and check that out because I will eventually take those back up to their normal price. So for now, get it. All right. Do I need the money? I'm not hurting, but yeah, I mean, I got bills to pay just like everybody else. I haven't met anybody yet who doesn't have bills to pay, or kids' mouths to feed, or taking care of their girl, or friends, or whatever else. All right. So, but without further ado, let's get into it. So let's take a look and see about these assistance programs, whatnots, and what's it's that are available. Shebang. All right, guys. So we are on www.usa.gov, and it is / financial dash hardship. Okay. Now I made another video showing you guys all the other programs. I think I may have covered this one or lightly. I'm not sure. So we're just going to skim through these 6 or 7 different benefits, assistance programs, and in no specific order than other than what they have here. One, food assistance through your SNAP, formerly known as food stamps, WIC, women, infant, children, for emergency food assistance. But check it out. How to apply for food stamps, SNAP benefits, food assistance programs for older adults, WIC programs, women and infant children. Well, how come there's no father and infant children? Just saying. How to get emergency food assistance. So this is for everybody. You can get immediate food from the government and private organizations. School meal programs for children. Food assistance for Native Americans. Now, this one only applies, I believe, to those on reservations. But still yet, I guarantee you there's some people out there watching my videos, probably not a whole lot, who are in or on reservations and they can get food. Now, some people might look at this and go, well, yeah, but Wolf, I don't need any food. I need money. I need this and that. Okay, well, then here's the thing. No offense, but you're not smart. You get the free or low cost food assistance programs or vouchers. You then don't have to buy as much food, thereby saving your money. When you have that, you have the money that you want. Use these programs for what they are, get the food, and then save your money. Oh, so many people are out here trying to be like, well, I'm buying food. You're buying your own food. You're buying all this other stuff, right? And then you're like, oh, I don't have any money. And, there's no programs that are just out there giving you money. No, because you're not smart enough. So no disrespect, but full disrespect. You have to start thinking outside of the box. This is business. So many of y'all need to learn the business world. You need to start running, especially ladies out there. Full disrespect. You need to start running your lives and how you deal with males, adult sized boys, not men, because most of y'all have never dated real men. You need to start running your life like a business, letting these boys into your life, into your vaginas, into your head, into your family, into your house, and your finances. In the real business world, that would never happen. Same thing with some of you guys, letting girls just play you out of your money, being used for your money. That full disrespect on that too. Having been there, so I'm not talking shit, keeping it real. In the business world, it's tit for tat. You have to have something of equal or greater value in order for us to do anything. I don't mind if I ask you out on the dinner date, I will pay for the date. But it would be nice and well received if you then get the tip, not that tip, though that would also be nice, but should not be expected. And if everybody wants equality out here, or equal means 50-50, so equality then means that if we're both going out, then I pay my half, you pay your half. That's what equal is. So I digress. To get back to it, if you are trying to save money, you're trying to build, you're trying to get a home, you're trying to do whatever else, use the program so that you save your money. You have to start thinking outside of the box. Stop listening to these delusional ass podcast, talk show, social engineering fuck offs and start doing what actually works for people who've been there. All right, let's get back to it. Like I said, you can be mad at how I, say things or whatever else. That doesn't affect that it's not true. It doesn't make the truth less. So we've got programs in here for people over 60, people in general, kids, all of that. Let's go back. Unemployment benefits. Are you unemployed right now? Find out if you are eligible for unemployment benefits. They've got a map right here. You're going to end up picking your state and then putting in your information. Are you having financial hardship? Right here, this link right here. Let's click this one. Oh, it just brings us back to this page. I thought it was a separate page. All right, so I guess they consider all of this part of that. All right. Welfare benefits or temporary assistance for needy families. If you or your family are experiencing financial hardship, find out how you can get help paying for food, housing, and more. Housing and more. What is TAMF? Temporary assistance for needy families, federally funded, state run. So the government has our money. This is so you're only getting your own money, but they let the states run the program because they trust the states more than they trust us. That could go either way. But through their program, you're able to get food. So outside of the other things, this program will help you get food. I don't know if you can use both, but it is what it is. Ask your questions, do your things. But you can get housing, emergent home energy, and child care. Find your local TANF office. How to apply for Medicaid and CHIP. Medicaid insures people with low income and children's health insurance programs, covers children. Are you an adult or adults with low income? Children? Are you a pregnant woman? Are you over 65? Or are you a person with a disability? I've been reached out by people numerous times with disabilities. Apply for Medicaid. This is all the normal basic stuff that you already have and you'll know. Use it. Takes care of uninsured children, teens up to 19. Early intervention and special education services for children. Infants, toddlers, do they need help with speech, therapy, physical therapy? They've got a program for that. Help with child care costs and learn about Head Start. As somebody who used to own a daycare, we worked with them with the Head Start program. Families with low income can get help for paying for child care. States and local organization offers child care vouchers, scholarships, cash assistance. and more. See, they're not going to tell you the and more part because then everybody like, oh, I'm gonna. You have to apply, get the applications, and then you'll see what more they have and can do and ask. There are free services, ages three to five. Are there any children who are experiencing homelessness? Children in foster care? Does your family receive public assistance already? And these other programs? If so, then that helps you to be able to get these. A child support order legally requires a parent to help pay and raise the child. Your state or tribe, so once again, tribe, Native Americans on reservations, can help you get, change, or enforce one regardless of where the parent lives. The government does not pay child support, but they provide the help to get it. And we're not going to talk about the kickbacks that they get by working with the child support agency, which has been known to do some trafficking and rights violations, constitutional violations, private violations, and go on and so forth. Issued by a low-level court for the profit of the court itself. But we'll leave that alone. There is good there. They can help you in finding the parent, establishing parentage, enforcing the order. And here, if you don't have one, they can show you how to get, replace, or correct a social security card. Replacements are free. You can get a number for the first time. How to get one if you live outside the United States. How to get one for a new baby. So these are all the primary ones. Okay, let's take a quick look around. Okay, so here they talk about help with your utility bills. So people have asked me, oh, I want to, everybody's trying to do the free program, the remittance, and whatever else. You need to stick to what works easier. Not saying that those programs don't work, but right here, get help paying for phone and internet service. These programs help for paying for heating, cooling, and home weatherization. Do you need emergency housing assistance or rent assistance? Do you need help to prevent or delay an eviction or foreclosure? I know people personally who I put onto this to help them. Rental assistance. Having a hard time meeting your rent? Housing assistance for Native Americans. They'll help you build, buy, and renovate your house. Home buying assistance. You got a shitty landlord? File a complaint. Does your home need repairs and energy assistance? Real estate and federal lands for sale by the government. First time home buyer vouchers. Government backed home loans and mortgage assistance. Once again, guys, I'm just saying, I keep seeing a whole bunch of people out there trying to take your money, all these gurus and shock jocks and shaman and soothsayers and snake oil salesmen all out here. How many of them are you really seeing where their actions are matching their words? Y'all know mine do. Y'all seeing it. I don't see so many of them out there really actually trying to help. They want to yell at you. They want to attack me, call y'all this and that. But that's fine. If that's their get down. I'm not saying everybody has to be like, a traveling monk or something like that, or hey, it's a hustle for them. It's a job or whatever. It's a career, whatever it is. That's fine. But just don't be fooled and understand that some of these people really are trying to look apart, and they're not really that part. I'm showing you guys literally where to go to get rental assistance, home assistance, food assistance. And though y'all might need some money, they're not, some of them even said they do provide that, just direct financial assistance. But you can use the food programs or the kid programs, the daycare programs or vouchers and save your money, thereby having money. They're generally not going to just go, here's 5 grand or something crazy like that. And let me tell you guys something here. All right. So when I was growing up, I always wanted to like get wealthy and just be able to give people money. Now I'm doing okay. All right. And I've given some people money and I don't have it like that. Right. But I have enough that I can give a little bit. So I have numerous people around me, family, friends, whatever. And then I started understanding something. Though I've given a number of people money and I would never ask for it back, very few of them even offered to, you know, do anything for me. Most of which, almost all of them said thank you, which is good. Not talking shit, not tripping. And I know most of them are not in a position where they can give back, but they give financially back. And I'm not asking for that. That's why I hustle every day, making videos and trying to get all these things right and reading and learning and just being more. But like for instance, one of my cousins, she at least brought me over some plants because she knows I like plants. That's giving back. A majority of other people didn't do that. And do they have to? No, but it would be nice. It would be appreciated. But one of the biggest things I've learned from people I've dated and family members, if you give people money and you don't change their mindset, you're doing them an injustice. You're teaching them that things can just be given to them. They don't have to reciprocate, can show very little appreciation, and their lifestyle is acceptable and it works. If you are too busy being somebody's crutch, and let's just say they're in life, proverbially, their hardship is a hurt leg. They can't walk on it. And you come over and you are always their crutch underneath their arm, helping them to limp to everything that they need to get done. Why would they ever not want you to be their crutch? Why would they then not play the victim with their gimpy leg and find somebody else to be their crutch? Ladies, have you not seen where a broken boy, and we're not going to call him a man because there's a difference between a man and an adult-sized boy because that's what you dated. Stop using the stupid ass term narcissist. You picked him, and you picked another one right after him, right? But most of them actually legally and medically aren't narcissists. You just picked shit guys. Those are adult-sized boys, and you've seen him go right from you from somebody else he complained about to you, then you realize what he was all about, and you've seen him go right to the next one, to the next one. It's the same thing. It's the mindset. Those broken ass boys, and there's also broken ass females out there, adult sized boys, adult sized girls, they have a mental health issue. You, especially females, guys do this too, more so females. I was there myself. See these people and go, oh, I want to fix them. I'll give them my money, my heart, my pussy, my everything. Here's my keys to my car. As a female, you should not be supporting on that level a man or a male. Neither. Those are two separate things. Just because they're male and have a penis doesn't make them a man. Guys will do this, but guys have been doing this with the wrong type of Jezebel ass females and adult sized girls. So that's a bad investment. But most guys think with their lower head, not their top head. They're not operating in a business fashion. We all should be getting to know the people that we are interested in and understand that when you get with this person, you're saying, I'm looking at you, I'm willing to let you be a part of everything I have, be the possible father or mother of my children, and I can see you supporting me on your worst day and until death do us part. That's what you're really saying when you're deciding to get with somebody. At least that's what a female should be thinking. Most of these guys are just thinking, I just want to smash. That's it. I ain't talking about all the rest of that. But these girls fool themselves into going, well, I'm sure he's thinking the same thing. Otherwise, why would he be with me? And therein lies the problem. Guys thinking with the wrong head and girls believing with their heart instead of their mind. But I digress. If we don't change, and I'm not saying it's our responsibility. I was going to say if we don't change the person's mindset, it's not our responsibility. We need to change our own mindset and who we mess with and how we perceive things. But if you give a ton of money to people who, any amount of money, or ass, or grass, or cash, or whatever it is, and their mindset is only to use and not reciprocate, givers have to learn to say no and to have limits because takers do not have those traits, characteristics, and qualities. You're the problem. The piece of shit guy or girl you dated, they're not the problem. You didn't see through their bullshit. You didn't study the exam long enough. You didn't study long enough for the exam. You jumped right into the exam. You didn't study long enough. So expecting change while doing the same thing over and over is legally and medically called insanity. Expecting something to change when you're doing the same things or they're doing the same things, that's insanity. It doesn't work that way. And you get stuck in the loop of doing stupid shit. And then you get used and abused and tossed. If they're not getting right, then they need to get left. That's how it works. Let them be somebody else's problem. You need to game the fuck up. So, what I learned is that it's okay to help people, but don't go all in. And if that person doesn't have the right mind state to handle the gift or the money and they're just going to blow it, you can feed them all the money you want all the time. And it's going to be like trying to fill up the Grand Canyon with a 5 gallon bucket from Home Depot. The war of your life is won or lost in your mind.